Hello learners, welcome back to my video series of Excel. Today we are going to learn an inventory decision case of Bholu bookstore. So let's see one background here. Bholu bookstore was a growing retail chain and it has established various books locations in United States. It orders and distributes books regularly, and company needs to make a decision model to help to determine how many copies of a new book to order from a publisher. So now we have to see the number of orders to be taken care by. So, Bholu Bookstore is planning to order highly anticipated new hardback novel. The retail price has been mentioned $30, but yes, they have condition. If we order more, the unit cost would decrease accordingly. So they have given a table. So if we are buying or we are giving an order of 1000 copies or less, then the book price would remain 24 per book, but if we try to manage from 1000 or more than 1000 to 199 copies, the book price would reduce to $23. Same way it is trying to reduce the book price as quantity increase. Now demand uncertainty. There is one direction. So Bholu estimates the demand could range anywhere from 500 to 4500 copies. Like most hardbacks, this book will eventually replaced by a paperback version. Once it happens, Bholu will discount any unsold hard copies to $10, a price which it believe it can sell the remaining stock. So it's a stock clearance. Now, decision problem is how many copies of new hardback novel should Bholu bookstore order from a publisher to maximize expected profit, considering the quantity discount and uncertain demand. So let's solve this problem using Excel. So let's start here by making a table. So first column would represents inputs or particulars. The second column would be amount. The third column would be your remarks. So one by one, let's see the things and we will try to enter it. So first I will bold this thing. I will make center here. Now the first important thing is the retail price of a book is $30. So here I will write price per unit or regular price per unit, that is $30. So here I will change the currency and I will mention it. The second thing important is if the demand is uncertain and unsold copies would be there, that would be sold at discounted price of $10. So here I will write discounted price per unit would be $10. So again I would same change it into currency. Moving towards the most important thing, I will make two variable, that is demand and second is order. So here demand is given in a question, and that is demand will range from 500 to 4500 copies. So I will just write here 500 to 4500 and I will highlight this cell with green color. Same way order I will just highlight it with yellow color. Moving towards the one more important thing, and that is surplus. So first I am giving one small example. If demand is 3000 unit and as a Bholu bookstore manager I would order 3000 units books, then there is no surplus. Okay, so order minus demand. But changing the scenario, if the demand is maybe 3000 and if order 4000 books, so you see here 1000 books would remain remind or maybe it would be surplus which would be sold at a discounted price of $10. So this is more important. But here there is a catch. What is that catch? If demand is more than ordered copies, then you will have a negative surplus that cannot be calculated. And that's why here I am adding formula. So now the formula is max of this minus this or 0. You can see here now it would give me 0. If if the demand exceeds to this, it would definitely make a 0. But if I say the demand is only 3000 and we have ordered 4000 copies, you will get the correct picture. There is one more way to solve this surplus problem, that is by using if formula. So let's make this again. If I will just open parenthesis, order copy is greater than demand copy, give 0, or I have just made a mistake. Demand is greater than order copy, give 0, or this minus this. You can see now this is the same scenario where you can get the answer. So any of the method which is comfortable you can apply. So I am just writing here formula text so that you can see the formula and mention it. Moving towards the second important part, cost per unit. Now per unit cost is tricky here. See here the cost changes as per the number of book or order changes. So here I will make one small table of ordered and unit cost. So here order value, if it is 0 to 1000, it would cost 24 rupees or $24. If it is 1000 or above, it would cost $23. If it is 2000 or above, it would cost 22.25. If it is 3000 or above, it would cost 21.75. And if it is 4000 or above, it would cost 21.30. So I will just highlight this table by giving borders, and you can see here this value plays a vital role. Now here cost per unit changes. So here I will use, like I can see here demand is 4000, then cost would be 21.30 if order value is the same. But here I will use VLOOKUP formula. So I will try to automate it. So here I will write VLOOKUP. I will just click this cell which is lookup value, comma. I will give the table. This is my table, comma. I will give index number. See, this is 1, the order value, and this is my second index number. So I will give second index number. And moving towards the last thing, that is approximate match. When I just click OK, you can see here the cost changes. So I will again copy this formula text and I will paste here so you can get the formula. Now see, suppose if I want to change here, the order to 50 books, you can see the price changes as per the book number. But if I make it 5000 books, you can see the price changes. Same way, this plays vital role. Moving towards more important part now, I want total cost. So total cost value would be this value into number of order. So this way I will find my total cost. Now comes most important part, that is revenue. So now total revenue would be, I want minimum of demand or order. So minimum of demand or order into 30 rupees plus the remember or surplus would be sold at discounted price. So this is where it plays a catch. Now comes the most important thing, profit or loss. So here obviously revenue minus cost would give me profit or loss scenario. So you can see here this all things have directly or indirectly given me my answer. Now I want to see the scenario from 500 to 4500 demand and order value. So which one is more profitable? So I will make one table where I will mention demand from and I will mention order. So I will just write here 500, 1000 and I will drag it to 4500. So I will drag it till 4500. Same I will copy here and I will paste this same cell here. Control Z. I will paste it in a transpose manner to make my table. So this is my order and this is my uh, demand. So I am just merging and center it and I will again align it to vertical text. I will make it center. Same way I will just make center this and I will make my table more attractive. Now I am just taking profit as my ghost cell. So here I will write equal to this value because I want to make this table. So I will just uh, highlight this cell with orange and I will just make this text ghost text. Okay, so this is my profit. Now if I want to fill this table, suppose if I am just changing demand and supply to 500 and 500. So what would be my profit? So you have seen here it would be 3000. So manually if I change everything, I have to fill this table, but I will automate it by just making formula. So I will just click on data. I will go to what if analysis. I will go to data table. Here my row in first select this whole table. Okay. Now do the same thing. What if analysis, data table. Now row input cell. See, row input cell is obviously your demand. So just click the value of demand. Same way, column input cell is your order. Just click on order and just click OK. You can see all the values are there. So profit, like for example, if your demand is 5000 and if you take order of 2000 books, so 500 if your demand is,
and take the order of 2000 book, it will make a loss of 14,500. So that is mentioned here. Now this way you can just analyze the scenario, and I will also give one more hint. You just try to use conditional formatting and use color scale. So more the green would be the profitable scenario, and this red scenario would be your loss making units. So this way we can solve the case. Hope you have enjoyed my video. Thank you.